Today, we're going to talk about the 31, yes, 31, completely random, I know, but 31 simple weight loss hacks and tips that help you lose weight and stay on track, even when life feels like absolute chaos. You're juggling kids. You got their million activities. You got your own activities. You got your marriage. You got your job. You got your housework. And you got everything in between. So these hacks are going to be exactly what you need. So let's get into it. So these are in no particular order. Starting with one, start your day off with water. Before you have your coffee, before you have your breakfast, slam a glass of water. It's going to jumpstart your metabolism and reduce bloating. Plus, you've been fasting for the last 6 to 8 hours, however long you've been sleeping. Your body needs water. So drink your water while your Keurig is brewing your coffee. Slam a glass of water. Number two, prioritize protein in every meal. So protein is going to keep you fuller longer. It's going to help build lean muscle. The more lean muscle you have, the higher your metabolism. The more calories you burn, the more weight you lose. So think about egg whites, chicken breast, chicken thighs, extra lean ground beef, ground turkey, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, even though it's nasty, whatever works for you. Number three, set a timer to eat. Most busy moms just forget to eat because you're so busy. This causes you to undereat, which is going to slow down your metabolism, causing you to burn less calories throughout the day. Or you don't eat all day and you end up just snacking on random things throughout the day, or you binge later in the day. So if you have to set a reminder in your phone for every 2 to 3 hours, just to remind yourself hey, eat some food or drink some water, then do that. Number four, keep your dumbbells where you can see them. If you work out from home, put them in the bedroom, in the living room, or somewhere where you can see them, because if you can see them, it's just a constant kind of reminder that hey, I got to work out, right? Just kind of like a dumbbell screaming in your face, whispering hey, come use me. Number five, hide your snacks. Most of the time, you're mindlessly snacking just out of convenience. You're not even hungry. You're either bored, dehydrated, so you feel, quote unquote snacky, or it's just a habit. And the pantry is right there. Grabbing something for your kids, oh, there's a bag of chips, handful in there, eat it. So literally, put your snacks in the basement so that you have to be intentional to go get it. If you have to go all the way downstairs to get a handful of nuts, you're probably not going to do it. Put your snacks, those treats, put them in the basement, in the garage, somewhere that isn't right by the fridge, right where it's easily accessible. So set up your environment that's going to support your goals. Number six, track your food. Eating healthy isn't enough. I actually just recorded a video earlier today comparing two breakfasts that look identical, but one is 900 calories, one is 300 calories. So eating healthy is not enough. Winging it, just got you to where you were now. You want to make sure your meals are prepped. And if they're prepped, then tracking food can be done in seconds and it's not as tedious as you think. Which brings me to number seven is prep your meals, because preparation equals success. So if you're not prepared, you're either not going to eat all day, you're going to snack on random things all day, or you're going to go for the quicker, unhealthy option. So take an hour on Sunday and cook a bunch of protein, a bunch of carbs, and a bunch of veggies, and prep your lunches for the week. 1 week, make it chicken, rice, and broccoli. The next week, make it lean ground beef, yams, and another veggie. And just mix it up week to week. And then prep your snacks like Greek yogurt or lean turkey pepperoni from Costco, protein bars, protein shakes. Make sure you have everything prepared, because like I said, if you're not prepared, you're just going to wing it, and winging it got you to where you are now. Number eight, cut out your liquid calories. So your pops, your juice, your fancy Starbucks drinks, swap them out for soda water, coffee with almond milk and Splenda, or lower calorie option. I Googled the most popular drink from Starbucks and it was the pumpkin spice latte, and it's 400 calories with 50 grams of sugar. And then I kind of Googled all the other Frappuccinos. They're all about the same, around 400 calories and 50 grams of sugar. So keep that in mind when you're just grabbing a coffee and you're not tracking those things. Those things add up. Number nine, lift weights. Strength training is the most effective strategy for fat loss. And don't worry, you will not get bulky. You will not get too big. You will get lean and toned. I'm actually kind of offended that you think it's that easy to get too big and bulky. But the more you lift weights and eat your protein, the more lean muscle you have. Again, higher metabolism, more calories you're going to burn. More calories you burn, the more fat you lose. A lot of you think, I got to lose weight, I just got to do hours of cardio. The reason that you want to lift weights rather than doing cardio is that in that hour-long cardio session, whether it's a spin class or a boot camp or whatever, you're burning calories. You're burning more calories during that spin class than you are during an hour-long cardio session. But when you're done that hour-long cardio session, you're done burning calories. Whereas when you're done lifting weights, your body's going to burn more calories throughout the day, just repairing the damage. On top of the fact that you have more lean muscle, you're going to burn more calories anyways. But when you're lifting weights, you're putting little tears in your muscle fibers. Then when you're done for the rest of the day, your body's burning calories, repairing that damage. So if you are short on time, 3 to 5, 20, 30 minute workouts is all you need. Just make sure you're lifting weights. Number 10, ignore your Apple Watch. stop focusing on the amount of calories burned in your workout or whether your heart rate is in the fat burning zone, because it does not matter. First, the amount of calories that it says that you burn in your watch is wildly inaccurate. Secondly, the amount of calories that you burn during your workout is just like a tiny fraction of the amount of calories that you burn throughout the day. It's like 10% of your total daily energy expenditure. The rest is your steps and your metabolism. It doesn't matter if you burn 500 calories during your workout, what happens with the rest of the day. Number 11, give yourself a cutoff time to eat. Now, if you find yourself like late night snacking, give yourself a time to stop eating. Now, although like eating past 8 p.m. is a myth when it comes to losing weight, if you do give yourself a deadline, it will help you from stopping to consume those extra calories. Even though eating past 8 o'clock, you can and still lose weight. But if it stops you from consuming those extra calories, it might be a good idea. Number 12, prioritize sleep. Lack of sleep increases cravings and slows down your fat loss. So aim for anywhere from 6, 7, 8 hours. Stop with the late night binging and the late night doom scrolling. Number 13, ditch the all or nothing mindset. This mindset is why most of you fail and quit. Or worse, don't even start, right? You're waiting for the perfect time. If it's not perfect, it's just a waste of time, right? You either wait for the perfect time to start, after this birthday party, after this long weekend, after this trip, after summer's over, after my kids are done playing baseball and life slows down. It's never going to slow down. Life is always going to be busy. There's always going to be something. If you're just waiting to start now, because it doesn't have to be perfect. That all or nothing mindset is what stopped you from starting. And if you have started, don't let one bad donut ruin your day or one missed workout ruin your week. It's not gonna affect you as long as you get back on track right away, because that all or nothing mindset is what keeps you stuck. Back to the water. Number 14, slam a glass of water right before a meal. So like right before you're about to have big family dinner or a meal, slam a glass of water. It's going to help you feel fuller longer, which is going to prevent that overeating. Number 15, satisfy your sugar cravings with like smarter options. Like if you have a sweet tooth, try like Greek yogurt with some berries or a protein bar. Or better yet, go check out my Ninja Creamy ice cream, my Ninja Creamy recipe, and try that. But fruit and things like that will help satisfy those sugar cravings. Number 16, schedule your workouts like your appointments. Put them physically in the calendar. Like you wouldn't cancel on your boss or picking up your kids from school or taking them to sport, so don't cancel on you. Literally put it in your calendar. Take a look at your week ahead. Okay, this is what my week looks like. I got these meetings. I got to pick up the kids at this time. Put your workout in the calendar, whether that's in the morning, lunch, or after work. Put it in there and do it and stick to it. Number 17, stop saying you're too busy or that you don't have time. You're not too busy to brush your teeth. You're not too busy to binge Love Island or doom scroll for hours. Your health should be at the top of your priority list. It's not that you have a time issue, that you don't have no time. You have a time management issue. So I dare you to check your screen time and tell me if you don't have time. Or check your Netflix watch time and tell me if you don't have time. There's 168 hours in a week. If you do 3 20-minute workouts, that's 1 hour in 168 hours. So you do have the time, you just have to prioritize it. Number 18, park further away on purpose. Steps are greatly undervalued when it comes to weight loss. You might be working out, eating healthy, but if you're sitting for 23 hours of the day, you're not burning enough calories. So park further away, take the stairs, do laps around the grocery store when you're getting your groceries, take your family for a walk every night, little things like that. Because more steps, more calories burned. These little wins add up. Like when I'm doing a cut, the only cardio I do, I just walk more. I just increase my step goal and I just walk more. Sometimes I get that just by doing daily activities. Sometimes I'm walking on my walking pad. Sometimes I'm taking the dog for a walk, or Drew, or we're going for a family walk, whatever it is. Get those extra steps. Number 19, stop finishing your kids' food. The last chicken nugget or the crackers off their plate, these little bits and bites add up so quick. You're probably adding another 500 calories that aren't even accounted for. Right? You're making their lunch, you grab a couple crackers, or you're making dinner, you're kind of slowly snacking because you're hungry. Those little things add up and you're not tracking it. So it might look like you're doing good on paper, but you're not accounting for those extra 500-600 calories that you didn't account for. Number 20, give yourself grace, but not excuses. Right? You're not trying to be perfect, you're aiming for progress. 1 day at a time, 1 choice at a time, 1 pound at a time. Because you're human, you are gonna slip and that's totally fine. But the important thing is that you get back up right away. Number 21, wake up earlier to work out. If your life is busy, morning workouts is probably the best time for you and your busy schedule. You get it out of the way, you feel better for the rest of the day. There's nothing that can happen throughout the day that causes excuses for you to skip. Wake up earlier and do it. And don't tell me that you're not a morning person, because like I said last time, being a morning person is not genetic. It's 100% a choice and a habit that you've created. Because whatever time you wake up now, whether that's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever time it is now, at one point, that was early. When you started waking up at noon when you're a teenager, you slowly kind of push that clock back. And now whatever time you wake up now is normal. So start slowly putting that time earlier. It doesn't have to go right from being waking up at 6 to 5. Start with like 10-minute increments and slowly kind of make it lower until you get to that time and now you have time to work out. Which leads me to number 22, stop hitting snooze. Snooze is the killer of all goals. If your first decision at the beginning of the day is to go back against your word, your day is already starting off on the wrong foot. You set your alarm for a reason the night before when you were conscious, when you had your goals in mind. You wanted to wake up and you wanted to chase your goals. You committed to it, but then you gave up before the day even started. Your phone went off and you hit snooze, you're like, nope, and then you go back to sleep and you regret it every time. Which leads me to number 23, put your phone on your dresser. Set your alarm on your phone and put it on the dresser or put it somewhere where you have to get up to go turn it off. If you're literally sleeping and trying to make logical decisions when you're sleeping, you're going to make the wrong one, because when that alarm goes off, you are literally the most comfortable that you can be. You're in the most comfortable position that you can be. The last thing you want to do is think about getting up to go work out. Right? Your mind is going to start to make excuses. If you woke up once, you're going to start telling yourself you had a bad sleep, or I'll work out after work. Start thinking about your day. I can squeeze it in after I drop the kids off. You're already making excuses. Just get up, put it across the way or across the room. So you got to get up to turn off the alarm. And a little simple mindset hack for you. You're going to be tired no matter what time you wake up. When you hit snooze and you turn off your alarm and set it for the normal time that you wake up, I can guarantee you're still going to be tired because it's your alarm waking you up. If your alarm's waking you up, you're still sleeping. So whether it's 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., if your alarm is waking up, you're going to be tired. So just kind of make peace with that. Get up, go have water, coffee, go work out. Number 24, use a straw to drink more water. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but you'll drink way more water if you have one of those big cups, tumblers, those ridiculously huge cups with a straw. It'll definitely help. Number 25, use smaller plates. Because a lot of times you fill up the plate just because the plate is just there. You just fill it up with a lot of extra calories. If you use a smaller plate, it might just naturally have smaller portions. Number 26, grocery shop with a plan. Have a list when you go in there with your meals and your snacks, everything already in a plan on your list, in your notes app or whatever. Avoid those impulse buys that throw you off your plan. And a little hack, stick to the outside aisles. You'll notice that when you walk in, it's like fruit, veggies, all that stuff. You go around the outside, it's meat, dairy, and you kind of go around that. All the healthier foods are on the outside of the grocery store. When you start going down the aisles, that's when you kind of start to get those chips and the pop and all the processed foods. Doesn't mean you can't get those things, but stick to the outside aisle. That's where you should get the majority of your foods. Number 27, don't get your groceries while you're hungry. If you go in hungry, you're most likely going to buy the most random snacks that you would have never had before because you're craving it, because you're just starving. You see something like, oh, I need that, and you'll get it. You end up buying all these random snacks that literally make no sense because you've never bought them before. Number 28, add volume with your veggies. So when you have your protein and your carbs, just load it up with veggies, because veggies are going to help you feel fuller without a lot of those extra calories. Number 29, say no more often to people, to events, to commitments that drain you. A lot of times you're just going to events because it's just a habit of like, I don't want to miss out, a fear of missing out. But if you stay in, you're going to probably stay on track of your goals. You're probably not going to miss out on a whole much, and you'll be glad that you did. So protect your goals, protect your peace. Number 30, do not get fixated on the number on the scale. Focus on all the other wins that are happening, your energy levels, your mood, your confidence, how your clothes are fitting, your progress photos, your strength. All these other things are literally pointing that your body is transforming. Don't ignore those just because you're looking at the number on the scale. Plus, if you are lifting weights and building lean muscle, you are building lean muscle while burning body fat. So if you lose 10 pounds of body fat, gain 10 pounds of lean muscle, you're literally a different person, but the scale doesn't move. And a lot of people see that, this isn't working. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try Ozempic or a fat diet or whatever, even though your body is literally transforming. You're wearing new sizes, you look good, you feel good, you have more energy, but the scale didn't move, so you consider that a failure. Actually, I lied. I have 32. I need to change the title. Number 31, ditch the fad diets and the trends. Stop cutting carbs, stop drinking weird fit teas, stop the juice cleanses that your friends are doing. These quick fixes and these shortcuts always end up taking you longer. They may help you drop a few pounds quickly, which is usually just water, but they're never realistic and they're never sustainable, and you end up gaining all back anyways. Every single time. If your diet requires you to restrict foods that you actually enjoy, the weight is going to come back and then some when your diet is over. So if you're starting a diet plan, you can't see yourself doing it forever. Like if you like carbs and you're going to do keto and you you don't plan on giving up carbs forever, don't even try keto, because once you're done, you're going to gain it all back. So if you can't see you're doing your plan forever, then don't do it. And that's why flexible dieting and tracking macros works for me, it works for you guys, my clients, because you can still eat the foods you love and still lose weight without feeling guilty about it. Something that you can sustain forever, something that your kids can get involved in, right? You still have ice cream, you still have pizza, you still do all these things. You don't want to do a diet where it's like, sorry, I can't go for ice cream with my kids because my diet doesn't allow me. That's not realistic. That's not sustainable. That's not enjoyable. It's not going to work. Bonus tip number 32, hire a coach. So this is for everybody listening on the live and listening on the podcast, not for my clients because you guys already have the best coach in the world. But the biggest mistake that most busy moms make is they try to do it alone, right? You can Google the workouts, you can download the apps, you can try out the quick fixes, but nothing compares to having support and accountability from a coach and from a community. Avoid the frustration of like trial and error of trying all these different things and failing, starting and stopping. You've been doing that for years and you've never gotten results. There is no shame in asking for help. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger, because as you know how fast time goes by, and if you're trying the same thing over and over every year, how many Januaries have you tried to lose weight? Because you try to do it alone. You try to do the same thing over and over again. You try to do it alone. You never get help. It's okay to get help. I have a coach. I've had my same coach for 3 years. It's not because I don't know what I'm doing. It's because I like having the support. I like having the workout plan. I like to have not to think about my workouts. And most of all, I like the accountability and the support. It helps me stay on track. I have to make my own workouts, and I just know, because as you know, when you're like, as a parent, you're focused on a lot of other people. If you don't prioritize yourself, it can be easy to kind of get away from that. So having accountability and a coach to support you is going to help you stay on track. So that's it. That's all. 32. You guys got a bonus one. 32 simple weight loss tips and hacks that are going to help you lose weight today. So